Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. We are here in Sister Frida's boss room, readying to start the next DLC, um, by the name of the Ringed City. This is the final DLC of Dark Souls 3, and we are going to be playing through it. And after the final boss of this last DLC, that'll pretty much be it for the whole playthrough, which actually kind of depresses me because even though these videos don't get a whole lot of views, I've still been having a lot of fun playing this. Like, despite how few views I get or subs or whatever the case may be, like, I don't know. There's just some about doing this playthrough that's just sort of makes me excited. I don't know. So it's sort of depressing to think about the fact that this playthrough is going to be ending soon. But we don't have to think about that just yet, because now we are actually just starting the second DLC. So when you're ready to do it, just come over to this bonfire in the room and travel to the DREG heap, which is the name of the first area in this DLC, the DREG heap. I'll start in this cool looking building, and there's no music. I love the areas that don't have any real ambient sound or music or anything. It's just completely silent, and it sort of creeps you out. It's sort of mysterious, but also creeps you out at the same time. I love it. Anyway, we got a new NPC here, and she's actually a merchant, so let's listen to what she has to say.
Oh, your head's square on your shoulders, is it? I thought that clamoring tin can was the last. But here we go again. What is it you want from this old stone-amped hag? I've nothing for you, not a smithereen. I just like to stand here and take in the view. Well, that came out of nowhere. You think an old stone-amped hag would be brimming with goodies? I've none of that, not a smithereen.
Yeah, so she says she doesn't have anything, but she is a merchant that will sell you embers, divine blessings, hidden blessings, rusted coins to boost your item discovery, and excuse me, the split leaf greatsword, which is not really a great weapon. At least I've never really seen people use it, so I assume it's not a great weapon. But it's a decent strength scaling halberd class weapon, so yeah. Um,
Keep your mark, Medley.
she says she has nothing, but in reality, she actually does have some pretty useful goodies. So you can buy that stuff from her if you like, if you need the extra materials. Now coming down here, this is actually a developer message. It says take the plunge. And they have a little phantom here to point down as well. And the reason they say that is because when you fall down onto these ash piles, you will not take fall damage. Regardless if you're wearing a silver cat ring or not, you will take 0 fall damage if you land in these ash piles. So that's sort of like another little gimmick about this new area. But now we've also got new enemies. These guys will summon skeletons out of the ground. These weird undead looking things. And looks can be deceiving because these guys can actually do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. I believe they also have a pretty nasty grab attack, so just watch out for that when you're coming through here. Now the way we have to go is over there, but if you want to get another cool item or weapon, you should come up here first. Because there's another new enemy type, that big guy right there. And those guys are really tough. Um, yeah. Think of the knights that we fought in Ashes of Ariandel, but like 10 times stronger. The gimmick to fighting these guys is you're supposed to do plunging attacks on them. A special animation will play when you do a plunging attack on them, and it will pretty much insta-kill them almost every time. Yeah, just like this. And that's pretty much their weak point. You're pretty much guaranteed to kill them if you do that, as long as you have decent enough damage on your weapon. So that's nice. But coming up here, you can get the Aquamarine Dagger. I'm not entirely sure how useful this weapon is, but I do know that people use it a lot, since the weapon art of this weapon pretty much adds Crystal Magic Weapon to this weapon as like a weapon buff with its weapon art, so that's kind of neat. But other than that, it's pretty much just a normal dex scaling dagger with a little bit of intelligence scaling, so it can be kind of handy, I guess. I don't know, I've seen people use it, so I assume it's good. As you come out here, there's a little bait there that will lure you out, and it'll be a trap because it'll pull you. Oh shit. We might die here. Yep. Yeah, like I said, those guys have a nasty grab attack, but yeah, that item on that ledge is bait. The platform will fall out underneath you, but you'll fall through that window, and as always, you won't take any damage because you're landing on ash. So, and that's sort of a gimmick you'll see throughout this entire DLC. Oh shit. Well, I'm embarrassed because I forgot to rest at the DREG HEAP bonfire, or light it, actually. I don't know how I forgot to do that, but yeah. Pretty nice little first area here, and it's only gonna get worse, honestly. I think, and I do apologize for this, I think I am actually going to lower the sound effects a little bit again, and I'll try to talk quieter, just to sort of balance out the audio. But basically, there are going to be some enemies coming up that are more like ear rape enemies that From Software added into the game for some apparent reason. So I just want to lower my volume a bit to sort of counteract that ear rape so that I don't get, you know, deaf in one ear or something. But we'll readjust the audio accordingly once we are no longer in this area. Now these spellcaster guys they have another special attack in that they can turn themselves. They can basically kill themselves and turn themselves into giant, like, dark magic apparitions and then launch themselves at you. And if they hit you with that attack, it will almost always either, I guess it depends on how much health you have, but it will almost always one-shot you. It just does a massive amount of damage. So, if you see them doing a conjuring animation and then they turn themselves into a giant apparition, try to avoid it as best you can. It will also track you, so just keep on the lookout for that. Oh, yep, just like that. I was actually hoping we would see an example of that. And we did. But coming out here, you'll see one of these angelic creatures. This is one of the things I meant about the ear rape. This thing will launch a bunch of magic bolts at you. And there isn't really a safe way to avoid all of them other than hiding behind cover. That attack will do a massive... If you let all of those magic bolts hit you, it will do a massive amount of damage to you. So just avoid it as best you can and take cover. Um, now, we found the Ring of Steel Protection +3. The thing about upgraded rings in this game, ordinarily you cannot get the upgraded rings in this game until you go through various New Game Plus cycles, because what will happen is new items will appear in different areas the further New Game Plus cycles you do. And the more New Game Plus cycles you do, the more items you'll find, and they'll typically be upgraded rings or like better equipment. This DLC has +3 versions of rings. As far as I'm aware, in the base game, rings can only go up to +2. And it takes until New Game +2 or New Game +3 to get all of the rings. So, honestly, if you want to just skip getting the +2 or the +1 version of the ring, you can do this DLC, and you'll be able to get a +3 version of the ring, which is obviously just functionally better in every way. The only thing is, you will actually have to go through quite a bit of the DLC area and fight a bunch of tough enemies to get to these rings. But I digress. If you don't necessarily need the achievement or the trophy to get all rings in this game, and you just want to get a better version of the ring, then this DLC is where you should do it. Because a ton of useful rings, like even the Ring of Favor, the Havel's Ring, the Chloranthy Ring, you can find +3 versions of those rings in this DLC. So it's very nice for that. Now, this area, I'm going to run past all these enemies, because as far as I'm aware, they will infinitely respawn. And I don't want to deal with that, so we're just going to run. There is a hidden wall here. If you want to avoid getting trapped in a corner, make sure you hit that hidden wall, because you will get ganked pretty quickly if you don't. I'm just going to clear out some of these enemies so I'm not getting completely swarmed here. And we're going to make our way to this other item over here. Oh shit. Okay. Now the reason I went through that building is because if you go to that edge of the balcony and jump off onto here, you can get yourself another ring. The +3 version of the covetous Silver Serpent ring. So, again, doing this DLC, like, even if you want to just get a ring that'll help you for, like, soul farming, then pretty early on here in the DLC, you can get the +3 version of a ring that will help tremendously with that. I don't know. Wow, I blocked that. I think that's the only reason I survived. I don't know why I'm trying to go back in there. I'm pretty sure I got everything that was in there. But that spell we picked up called Great Soul Dregs, that's basically... It's another sorcery. But that's basically the version of what they do. They turn themselves into giant soul dregs and launch themselves at you. The Great Soul Dreg spell basically does that. But you cast it at the enemy instead of turning yourself into one. After that tower falls, you'll be able to go back into this building and go across there and meet an NPC, but I don't want to do that just yet, because if you fight and kill this guy, it will kill the angel. So if you ever want to get rid of those angels and prevent them from being a pain in the ass in the future, just look out for those weird worm-looking enemies and kill them as soon as you can, and you'll be able to take care of those angel creatures. And I don't think they respawn, so that's nice too. But yeah, coming across this ruined tower, you can meet yourself another NPC by the name of Lap. Let's hear what he has to say.
Oh, look at you. You've got your head screwed on correct. Fantastic. Call me Lap. I can't remember my real name, so let's just go with that. I have a feeling we're going to make a fabulous team. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. In all honesty, there's something I should tell you. I'm a hollow. Yes. I try to play it off, but I haven't a clue about my past, who I was, or what I lived for. Not even my own blessed name. That's why I've come here, searching for the Purging Monument. Said to be in the Ringed City, where the pygmies who found the Dark Soul at the Dawn of Fire reside. All I can say is, those little stones aren't doing much to help me remember anymore. Well, that's the long and short of it. So if I completely forget who you are, don't be wroth with me. Come on, what else can I say? I'm a bloody hollow, for heaven's sake.
So that's a little introduction into his backstory. He's basically come here to search for the Ring City and the Purging Monument, because he believes that there's a cure for his hollowing. In case you weren't aware of what hollowing is, basically every character in the Dark Souls series... Oh, shit. Yeah. Basically, every character in the Dark Souls series will undergo a process called hollowing. And what happens is, it's pretty much an inevitable process, like a process of someone becoming undead and losing their mind. And it happens to a lot of NPCs and characters throughout the Souls series. It really is rather tragic. So yeah, it's just Lap telling you a bit of his own background. He's searching for a way to cure it. So he's come to the ring. Long he will assist you, so it is definitely because he can help you out later on. The Herald Iron Leggings, is that what I just got? Oh, Legion Leggings. Yeah, naturally, very heavy armor set, but a lot of defense attached to it as well. Once again, another sign here saying, take the plunge. I like how they even have to enunciate the fact that you won't die, even though they've already explained it earlier in the level. But here we go. I would have laughed if they made it so that there was like a 1 in 1,000 chance that you drop off this ledge and you just die anyway. Obviously that would be bullshit. A lot of people would complain about that. But, myself included, but I think that would be kind of funny if From Software just full patch in the game makes it so you fall and break your legs off of that ledge. That'd be really funny. Just like, wee! Ah! I don't know. I have a very sort of simple taste. Take a whole lot. Or for me to find something amusing. Because I don't know. I just free like that. I don't have a sophisticated sense of humor because I don't know. I don't see the point in being sophisticated when it comes to humor, since like I think all forms of humor can be funny as long as you deliver the joke properly and as long as it's not super cringy. Anyway, coming out here, we'll be ambushed by another one of these angel guys. Now, the thing that's causing this angel to fire at us, we won't actually be able to kill it. So you sort of just have to deal with this thing until you find that enemy. Also, we'll be ambushed by these little thieves on our way around the level, but they can also be killed by the angel. He coming out here with no cover. We will demolish your health bar. Trying to see. Oh wait, might actually be able to kill it if this is the right way. I'm not entirely sure if I am going the right way here. A bunch of optional items around this area that are pretty useful to get. Giant core shield, pretty useful item. Sorry if I'm pausing a lot between like what I'm saying. It's just that this guy is really loud, even though I turned the volume down. You guys probably can't hear it that much, but for me, it's still sort of like ear rape. I think we'll probably just go back to the bonfire, honestly. Since, like, I can't find a way out. Well, I know the way out is just I would have to run all the way back and I'd get hit by the angel while I'm doing it, so I would probably end up dying. So I think this is just a safer way to go. I believe after you reload the area, yeah, Lap will appear here, and he'll have more dialogue for us.
Oh, I know who you are. Great to see you still in one piece. I can see why they call this the DREG heap at the world's end. Mangled remnants from every age and every land. It actually sort of lends credence to the old rumors that the ringed city rests below it all. Don't mind me. You needn't worry yourself with this nonsense. I just wanted to tell someone, and I'm sick of old Humpty. I should stay quiet. Wait, I'll make it up to you. By letting you in on a secret of sorts. Past here, you'll find the remains of a giant earthen tower, half submerged in a poisonous swamp. Not a very nice place to visit. Only there's precious treasure in the thick of the swamp. I didn't have any use for it, you see. So, sorry, I left the whole package behind. If I get the chance, I could go fetch it for you. But if that's too long to wait, go nab it for yourself. I know who you are. A righteous warrior. Yes? With a solemn duty to boot. Well, grab that treasure. That's as good a duty as any.
Yeah, so he'll basically tell you that there's a treasure you can find later on in the level. And if you're not able to get it, I believe he will actually give it to you later on. But as you can tell from like his dialogue, he is slowly starting to lose his mind because he's already like starting to forget a lot of things. He's just sort of starting to forget who we are, even though he just met us like 3 minutes ago. But anyway, we'll continue through this level now. I don't know if we'll have enough time left in the video to make it through the rest of this entire area, but I will at least get as far as I can, and then leave off the video there and start when we're back. Yeah, coming down this way, you can also go through that little tunnel over there, but I think it is a little riskier. I'll actually go to it now. I don't see why not. These little light things that you see in here with the dust coming down from them, yeah. Those angels, even if you're not in their direct line of sight, they can like shine a beam through a wall that will inflict curse upon you. So you have to sort of watch out for those little beams that protrude through, because they can be rather annoying. Now as you come through this area, you'll be greeted by another angel. Very, very annoying, as you might imagine. And another poison swamp. So yeah, we're just going to be running through here and grabbing as many of these items as we can. Hopefully without dying too many times in the process. Because there are a lot of useful items in this area. that we absolutely have to get, or at least I absolutely have to get. Sort of just chugging Estus through all the damage that he's doing to me, because they do a lot of damage to you, and it is not very avoidable. Believe it or not. Even if you roll constantly, you'll still get hit by some of it. I believe there's another item up here that I sort of walked past. I would like to get that. I hope I don't die in the process. I have to chug my Estus to get over to it. Come on. The Ring of Favor +3. Now, you might be able to imagine why I wanted that so bad. And I apologize, but I think we're going to have to return to Firelink real quick. I will have to run back through that area again, but I do have a lot of souls on me, so I don't want to lose them. But there we got the Ring of Favor +3. Now, as you might imagine, that is obviously very useful. I mean, compared to the regular Ring of Favor, that adds an additional, like, 2 points of equip load, 3 more stamina, and, like, another 50 health or so. So when compared to the regular Ring of Favor, it is so much better. Like, it's not even like a fucking... it's not even an opinion, if you could say that. But yeah, that's obviously why I wanted to do that. It may not seem like a big difference, but when compared to the regular Ring of Favor, it kind of is. So yeah, we definitely had to get that. And now that we do have that, I say we level up a bit. And then we return. Maybe we can make a little bit more progress in this episode. If not, then we can continue in the next. I say we've already made quite a bit of progress in this episode already. We explored pretty much the first area, the DREG HEAP. Got a bunch of optional items, and got a few new useful rings as well. So yeah, I think, you know what? I think we will probably just end off the episode here, and I'll just start the next episode where we last left off. Or where we were before. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying this DLC so far. It is one of the best Soulsborne DLCs in my opinion. So I can't wait to play the rest of it. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I'll see you next time.